Yeah, hello friends. Today I'm going to talk about structured way of reflecting on your career journey. And I'm specifically talking about the people who have moved in their career for 10, 15 or 20 years. That is the right period to actually really reflect on your career journey. And why it is important to do it in a very structured manner. In a normal way, if you talk about, we keep on updating our CV in terms of what had been our skills, what we have added in terms of our qualification, what we have done in the previous organizations or organizations we have got. We keep on updating our achievement, responsibilities, all those things. But do we really intercept or do we really reflect on what had been the influencing factor in our career journey? If I have to specifically talk about what had been the reason you joined an organization, what had been the reason you left the organizations? And I'm not talking about the surface level. Now, somebody may say, I got a good hike, I got a better position, or somebody might say, I left the organization because I was not happy, I was not getting growth, and all those things. But actually, what is the real reason, root cause? What had been the influencing factor? Now, you may have joined an organization because you wanted to be in an organization where there's a lot of scope of learning and evolving. There's a lot of scope of creativity, innovation, because your values are like that. As a person, you are a person who loves to be in the space of creativity, innovation. Or maybe you are a person who is very system-oriented, process-oriented person, and you want to be in an organization where system and process are valued. Now you may have left an organization because of many reasons. Maybe you were emotionally charged up, you were not happy with the culture, or it was not aligning with your values. When I talk about values, again, maybe your values was to learn, evolve, grow, but you did not find anything in the organization. There was nothing being done for the learning space. Maybe you were the person who wanted to be contributing for the innovation, creativity, or setting up system processes, but you did not find any opportunity in the organization. The culture was not like that. And you started feeling, even though you were getting a good salary, you were doing your job fantastically, but somewhere you were missing your own values and you left the organization. So through a career reflective journey exercise, you really get to know what had been the patterns of joining the organization or leaving the organization. Somebody may find you were always, when you were emotionally challenged, you left the organization. Or maybe whenever you went through a lot of pressure, undue pressure, you left the organization. Or you may find your values are not aligning, you left the organization. You may also find that you continued in the organization because you were continuously learning, there was an opportunity of creativity, innovation, there was a lot of teamwork, collaboration, value for the people, and you continued for the organization for 5 years or 10 years. So there had been reason, there had been pattern of joining organization, continuing in the organization, or leaving the organizations. In the reflective journey or exercise, you will also find what has worked for you and what has not worked for you. What are the decisions you took went in your favor and what are the decisions you took they did not go in your favor. So I am a professional certified coach from ICF, International Coaching Federation, and I come with a large corporate experience of more than 25 years. And in fact, I have been into leadership profile for more than 2 decades. I have walked the path, I have gone through the journey. But at the same time, I also found that during in my mid-career, I was updating my CV, but I was actually not doing the reflection on my career journey to understand what had been the patterns of joining organization, leaving organization, continuing the organizations. What had been the influencing factor, what had been the guiding factor for me, and many other things. Now, because I have walked the path, I am a certified coach, I understand, what are the tools and techniques we can really help people to know what has gone in their favor in their career and what has not gone in their favor. It can be at surface level, it can be at the being level. The idea is to get into past is not to get confused. The idea is to get into past, do introspection, do reflective journey exercise, and really understand what has worked for you and what has not worked for you. So that when you plan your next step in the career, you are very much mindful of what to do to be a better person, what to do to be a better leader, or what to do to be a better professional person and grow in the career. So if you are looking forward to this kind of support, where a professional certified coach, a person who has walked the path in the corporate journey, who can help you to really deep dive into your career journey, who can really help you to find out what has worked for you and what has not worked for you, who can really help you to define actions after having so much clarity. The point is, once you have clarity, you define your actions very well, and there are good chances of doing better and grow your career. If you want to avail this support, if you want to be in this space where you will not be judged, I will not be influenced as biased by anything. You will get a non-judgmental, confidential space where you can do deep dive into your career journey. You can connect with me at 9899794234. You can also drop me a mail at rv@coachrakeshverma.com. Thank you.